credit. Now this is the thing. Annualcreditreport.com is going to be the site that we have everybody go to get their actual credit report. Let's just say, okay, scenario. John walks in. Okay, hey John, let me help you out. Let me get you your credit report. You go down. So you'll be sitting with John by the computer, in the computer lab, going through annual credit report as he goes through maybe to combining this piece with this letter of dispute piece, because there's two ways to dispute a report. Okay, since we're going to be all right, hey, so what's up with this here? Look at various things again. This is a sample dispute letter. For the second session, this will probably be where we can type that out for the people. Type it out, or they can type it out themselves and say, because some of them might not have typing skills. As far as we're working with. Again, additional tips and strategies. The basic, I guess to kind of go a little bit into the curriculum, basic overview of credit. 35% of your FICO score is, and then again, you can take these stats down and kind of let them know. 35% of your FICO score is the record of paying your bills on time. 35% is the record of paying your bills on time. 30% is the balance to your lending limit ratio. Balance, so how much, if you owe $5,000 and can borrow up to $10,000 in your line of credit, that is 30% of your FICO score.
Can you repeat it one more time?
Balance to your lending limit ratio. Balance to lending limit ratio. That's 30% of your FICO score. 15% of your FICO score is your length of credit history. Length of credit history. And again, these are some things that we can, as they pull their FICO scores, these are things you can kind of review with them and say, hey, you got a 500 score. These are things that might be impacted. And then if you look at, let me repeat the numbers before I digress. 10% of your FICO score is additional credit inquiries. Additional credit inquiries. And then the last 10% of your FICO score is the mix of credit, the types of credit that you have on your score. And credit inquiry, meaning that if you fill out a credit card application and they have to inquire about your score, just because they had to pull your credit because you fill out that credit card, that deducts about 5 to 6 points off your credit score. Yeah.
Another question. For those who are seeking employment and if an employer wants to pull their credit report, does that count as an inquiry as well?
No.
Okay.
No, only inquiries in which that when you're trying to improve or elongate the line of credit.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're trying to get a credit card, that's gonna mess your score up.
Okay.
If you're trying to, and when you
get a car loan.
Car loan. Well, ideally, a home loan, Fair Isaac said it doesn't, but I've seen it happen when it does. But Fair Isaac said they usually,
it doesn't.
yeah, they said in theory, they give leniency for individuals purchasing homes to not allow it to impact their score.
Is the same true for apartments as well?
No.
Okay.
Renting an apartment?
Yeah.
Okay. No.
So just for lines of credit cards, and loans.
Yeah. Anything, and then their whole purpose is that they feel that you are jeopardizing your credit worthiness because now you're trying to get more credit. But on the flip side, once you've had credit, established credit, that's actually better.
Yeah.
And again, as you look into these scores, remember there are different types of credit. There's secured debt, there's unsecured debt. All right, so secured debt, student loans, auto loans, mortgages. Student loans, auto loans, mortgages, these debts are usually higher weighted in terms of their impact on your score. So if you pay off your home more responsibly, if you have $5,000 or your a car more responsibly, $5,000 in an auto loan weighs, if you pay that more responsibly, you will increase your FICO score faster than paying $5,000 in a credit card. 'Cause that's unsecured debt. So, you know, look for the different types of debt that they have. And again, it's going to be pretty basic, because as you're going through this credit score here, as you're going through this information, you're just going to see various things. You're going to be looking for things that are over 7 years old that they can immediately remove. Yeah, looking for things that are over 7 years old. The number one thing that we need to do here is dispute. That's why the only thing I even printed out outside this report was the dispute letter. This thing, listen, we need to dispute all this stuff. Okay? Let them prove it. Let them prove that let the creditor prove that they actually owe this loan. And they'll have more than enough time. So that's why I like this whole 6-month program, because we can go through this process with them. You know? And we can go through this process and really say, dispute it. And on the site, on annualcreditreport.com, if we're able to get in, you can dispute items actually on the individual sites itself. And the best way to do it is to go through the site, and I wouldn't go so far as to, I guess, as to type it out, but what I would do is help them with the writing of the letter, and then let them print out another. Here, you know, and all the information is going to be on the report, so you can assist them to kind of just read it. If we're walking through here, say, you know, hey man, let's go here, let's dispute it, and let's also write this letter, but it has to be a certified letter. It has to be certified at the post office that we mail to this creditor to see if we can get it removed off your report. But the best way to do it is to, again, to dispute it on the site as well as to send a letter.
Yeah.
We're not going to have time to really call because it's Saturday. Okay, it's Saturday.
Honestly, I think the letters are the most effective anyway. That's been my personal experience.
Paper trail. And then always make sure you remind them that they need to make a copy of this letter before they send it. The process is, so let's go through the process real quick. You're looking at it, you're looking at John Smith's report, you're going down, and you see here it says, all right, oh man, you got this piece of debt here that's $2,000 from 2005 or something, you know. And it's right within the time limit, let's say 2007. All right, do you owe this debt? No, man, I don't owe this debt, man. Okay, well, let's dispute it. So you look at it, you go onto the site, you know, and you'll be on the annualcreditreport.com, so you'll still have the site up. You go in, you click it and say, and ask them why. So, you know, why do you dispute it? And then they'll have a little line there where you're able to type in why you dispute it. Oh, they'll have different types of answers that best fit your response.
This is at
annualcreditreport.com. Yep, they'll have a place where it's a drop-down box. You click on it, and it comes down, and they'll say, why does not owe it, past due, you know, and all that stuff will be on there so that you dispute it that way, and then you say, now we disputed that, now we have to write this letter. Okay? Don't be afraid to be overzealous with the disputes. Okay? Don't be afraid to be overzealous, dispute it, and then, because my theory is let the creditor prove that this debt is still legitimate. Because many times the creditor might have lost it. And you might be seeing stuff in collections, and essentially, after it's been passed down between 5 or 6 lenders, they might have lost the information. And if they can't send the stuff, then they don't know it. You know, and they get 30 days. So by the time we come back for the next time around, or at least by the time the following week, we'll be able to have a lot of responses from that. And this is probably going to be disputing is going to be the fastest way that we're going to improve most of the FICO score.